NFL.com analyst and Around the NFL podcast luminary Gregg Rosenthal is our guy. We love Delaware, but recently we've been having to take him to task a couple times, just a few. And he did up a piece projecting the starting lineups of all the NFC North teams, and of course, they go off slobbering over the Bears. Even though I like Tevin Jenkins, he only plays 1 out of 5 offensive line spots, but I digress there. And with the Vikings, it's not so much about the projection because it's pretty much what PFF put out. B.C. Johnson is your wide receiver 3. He flipped-flopped Wyatt Davis and Ezra Cleveland. We've gone through the list of why I think Davis stays at right guard and they flip Ezra to left guard, but it's whatever. As long as they're out there, it's fine. And then you have Weatherly as your starting edge opposite Daniel Hunter, and then blah, blah, blah. So everything is simpatico there. But where we have a little bit of issue is the write-up. So let's dive on into that. First bullet point. Kirk Cousins probably wasn't thrilled with the Vikings' decision to draft Kellen Mond in the 3rd round. It's not his choice. Not his choice. And like we said, if Kirk can't handle a quarterback with a pulse behind him, that's on him, right? But it would be a blistering preseason by Mond to apply any pressure to the season. Yeah, he's absolutely right. Kirk Cousins got the money. Take your money. Unless he starts off like he did last year, games 1 through 6, I don't think Mond's going to be seeing the field anytime soon. Knock on wood. This is a boomer bust offensive line at best. Really? Really? Boom or bust? Now, I don't see bust in here. I really don't. I understand that they're young, and Brian O'Neill is really the only established starter amongst the 5, but I'm bullish on Darrisaw. I believe Wyatt Davis, especially since that knee is good to go. Hopefully Bradbury will get together year 3, and Ezra Cleveland is going to be a stud in year 2. So, boom or bust? I can see boom or average. That's what we're going to go with. The Vikings will be going on 2 records, blah, 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 blah. With a full offseason, full rookie camp, full OTAs, full mini camp, full training camp and preseason, I think they'll be fine. Like, this isn't like starting rookie offensive lineman last year, right? No. No quarterback rises and falls with his offensive line and play calling more than Cousins, so the paragraph above represents a major concern. Well, is it a major concern? Because look at how we operated last year, and you could say the year before that with 2 shaky offensive lines. Minus the first 6 games of 2020 again. But the guy calling his plays ain't an outside nobody. It's been his quarterback coach for the last 2 years, Clint Kubiak. He's going to be simpatico. No one knows Kirk Cousins in that building better than Clint Kubiak, and he's going to adjust his play calling accordingly. Plus, like we said, the way that he's played the last 2 years, minus the first 6 games of 2020, with bad offensive lines. So, say that offensive line is boom. So, you just think they're just going to be right here? No. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. That's going to be Kirk Cousins' play in 2021 if that offensive line hits. And, of course, Clint Kubiak is going to be perfectly fine. It was weird that the Vikings waited until the 5th round to draft a receiver this year. In a league where most teams are trying to find 4 quality wideouts, the Vikings look content with 2, albeit 2 great ones. I think that's fair. I do think that's fair. Where I do like the Chasserot picks. I do understand the Kenny and Wangu picks, but this is a really deep and really good wide receiver class, and the fact that you took 1, now I think that ISM Smith-Marset is going to be a stud, but you took 1. Unless Wap Filior or Austin Prohl pan out as UDFAs, which, like we said before, I do think in a normal draft class season, if the wide receiver group wasn't so deep, that Filior and Prohl probably would have been day 3 picks. So maybe that's part of the calculus, sure. But yeah, I do have concern. Well, not so much concern as opposed to it's just an unknown variable where Smith-Marset, rookie, will he get the time of day? Same thing with Filior, same thing with Prohl. Will Chad Beebe step up? The staff seems to like him. They don't like him enough to RFA tender him, but they'll lowball him on a league minimum deal, which is fine. Ole B.C. Johnson, year 3. After a solid rookie year, sort of whatever last year, can he take advantage year 3? We'll see. I'm not sure what, blah, 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 in free agency, blah, blah, blah. So, bring in Jamison Crowder, God. Or D.D. Westbrook, one time. I'm not sure what happened with the Vikings, with this Vikings depth chart, which has stars and scrubs fields. What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This team is deeper than a 7-layer dip. Like, this is your auntie's 14-layer dip, just like, not even the thickest of chips, not even like full-on homemade pita chips or toast points can get to the bottom of this dip. Are you kidding me? This is one of the deepest teams in the league. But okay, sure, stars and scrubs. Yeah, we'll go with that. Suddenly it feels like almost every position group is vulnerable. Really? What? Name one. Name one. A return to form from Daniel Hunter would cover up a lot of sins elsewhere. Giants import Dalvin Thompson, going to be a steady presence next to him, but this defensive line still doesn't stand up to the high standard of Mike Zimmer Are you honestly bleeping me? Are you honestly bleeping me? Because no, I by the way, I hadn't read through this before, but wow. So you're telling me the return to Danielle Hunter, Micah Pierce coming back from an opt-out, Dalvin Tomlinson in the mix. You have Weatherly and Wanham and Patrick Jones in the third round, and Janarius Robinson doesn't stand up to the high standard of Mike Zimmer era. This may be the best defensive line that he's ever had. No cap. Zero cap. And I'm even including Everson Griffin era. I'm even including the B-Rob era. Wow. I'm fascinated to see Patrick Peterson in a different scheme, but he was not able to hold up last season as Arizona's against number one wideouts. Well, frankly, it's good because he's not going to be asked to be singled up on an island against number ones like it was in Arizona last year. They did him zero favors. Absolutely none. Right? Vikings will extend his career, especially with Cameron Dantzler stepping up as cornerback one. Don't be surprised if Xavier Woods turns in a surprise Pro Bowl candidate. What? Now, I like Xavier Woods, but what? Really? Zimmer's defense is a Candyland for smart safeties, except for Anthony Harris last year, and is an underrated player. Like, how much did Xavier Woods' agent pay you? Like, what happened here? I like Xavier Woods. I don't see him being a Pro Bowler. I see the Vikings one of the highest variance teams in the NFL. 11 wins wouldn't be a shock. 11 losses wouldn't either. Again, this is similar to the offensive line take. Boom or bust? No. High variance? No. I think this team is either going to be good or very good or possibly elite. I mean, again, this is one of the deepest roosters in the league, especially on the defensive line. I don't understand where he's coming from here, but 11 wins? Well, it would be shocking in that it's so few, especially since it's a 17-game season. But I don't know, 13-4 minimum. I honestly don't see 11 losses unless half the team is abducted by aliens. No. Or Clint Kubiak has to miss games because he gets grounded by his pops for being out past curfew. I don't know. I don't see it. But high variance defensive line, like every position group is vulnerable. Wow. Okay, sure. We'll just put that out there. Great. But your thoughts and our thoughts, Gregg Rosenthal, just come on, Delaware, come on, man. Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.